EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started.
And we are underway from Cincinnati. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with a victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. Second down and 8.
Murray now to throw.
Pass complete down in the clear. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete.
Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They'll start with a run by Tracy.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll go again with Tracy. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion.
There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Puka Nacua with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Andrew Van Ginkel right there to break it up. You look at this Browns defense.
They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Chris Jones able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. Interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, let's go. Trim it.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Breaks through the contact. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
71 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Oh, it's Silver, ready?
Hurts. He gets that one complete to Wicks.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
You look at this Browns defense.
Well, this unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7.
To throw, it's Murray.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Here's Murray. Sets up the screen to Robinson.
Well, he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now Murray again. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Well, that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
No touchdown. 180, 180.
Mooney, the motion man right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Great.
They go play action with Hurts. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one caught downfield by Watson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Now 2nd and 9.
No touchdown. Hey. No touchdown.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. And incomplete on a deep ball.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Murray going to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Will be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd down and 3. A give left side to Robinson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
They'll run with Robinson.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal.
Hey. Hey.
Shotgun now from Murray. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Zach Ertz, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Don't touch that. I know you want that. 73. 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
180, 180. Hey, check three.
They're going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Second and 10.
Great, set. 180, 180.
Back to throw again. They'll roll him out right. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Brandon, there was more on his mind there than just getting to the first down marker. Saw an opportunity to get a big play and was going to let the defense do a lot to stop him from getting there.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Trimmer.
They'll throw now on the final play. His pass caught at the 4. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brown's going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. We can say we use them to start the second half and get us going. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Trimmer.
Second down, Jacobs once more. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Third and 4. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Great. Set.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Now inside the 25. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang.
Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Early down steps to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Great. 180.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Great. Set. Out.
They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Higbee from 3 yards out.
And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Well, he is such a matchup nightmare down near the goal line, CD, and another example right there on that play for the touchdown.
It's borderline impossible to defend this guy because that kind of size, he can still get out and run a crisp route, and he has excellent hands. Even if you stick with him, all the quarterback has to do is lob it up, and he can win almost any jump ball.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Dicker now to tack on the extra point.
And that'll make this a 6-point game.
That's the score. Browns 20, Bengals 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Murray. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's brought down, giving this one up to about the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper baby, my face on the dotted line.
Here's Murray. Pass complete there to McClure. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And some room to run now. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Bijan Robinson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
In motion, the tight end. Hurts. Right back to Njoku. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Great, set.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Being chased. And he's going to have to eat this with his down he goes. DJ Jones. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Play fake. Murray out to his left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Trimmer. Miami.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Jacobs, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A late turnover so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
The Browns will line up for the two-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
The Bengals.
They're going to try and run for it. But he will not get in. The defense stands tall, and they will hold on to their 1-point lead.
27. Will Riker to kick off.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. On the return, Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Tracy going to get it on first down.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Set.
Right back to Tracy.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Flushed out right. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Looking to put a drive together. They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And back to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Murray now to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
B.J. Robinson.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Bengals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Bengals will
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game.
to kick off.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. In motion goes the tight end. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Count left, Yanni. Go on left. Count left, Yanni.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 63 yards. And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
The Browns will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3.
33. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
32-yard line.
To throw is Murray.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
10 yards to go.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Omaha. 2-2. Hey. 2-2.
To throw is Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
Omaha. 2-2. Hey.
Now Murray's got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Oh, man, they are living on the razor's edge. If this is incomplete, this game's over. Instead, it's a huge pickup. And I think the win percentage calculator is going to have to work overtime here because this game has really had some swings.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Second and 6 coming up.
Yeah. Swim.
Murray looking to change the play here. On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here now, third down.
Murray to throw. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give them the big first down.
So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Escaping the punt. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg out with a solid drive here.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball, has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Murray now.
Finding Ertz here on the out route.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
No gain on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Third and 12.
Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt. It helps out your defense with field position.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And he's got it inside the 10. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Well, when they kept the offense on the field, you saw the face I made looking at you like, what are they doing? How did they do that?
Yeah, that's almost a miracle, isn't it? Because the two of us have talked to play callers, and every time we talk to them about going for it on 4th and long, they give us that same look you just gave me. And they always say, I don't have that call on my play sheet, Haas. We just don't have that one. Well, apparently he did, and they got it.
And in overtime, wow. He'll buy some time right.
And this is a touchdown. It's not over yet, but they draw first blood here in this overtime.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
The score, Bengals 43, Browns 36.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity,
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption from both sides right now. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a give to Jacobs running right.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's 3rd and 7.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers are the only guys who can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Zaven Collins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking deep here for Mooney.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Now Hurts looking to change the play.
At the Bengals 2-yard line.
Jacobs trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
180, 180.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in.
touchdown run there from a yard out. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
The Browns will line up for the 10-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Browns,
they finish above 500 for the year. The final tally 9-8.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Bengals,
it's a tough loss to take as they'll finish things off at 9-8.
And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.